And we're back to another episode of Let's Play PC Building Simulator, the IT expansion. I'm your host, the RPG guy. And let's make it a brand new day. Alright, let's take a look here. What is this? I'm trying to load up the records for Colleggero Trovati, but none of it is working. I've tried payroll, annual leave, organization charts, there's nothing. Did it all get deleted by accident or something? What's going on? Hiram Arnault. You're trying to find this guy who allegedly works for this company. And he's so old, who knows? Maybe he doesn't. So we have a PC build here. I can run cookbooks. Hi, I need a PC that can run cookbooks, the accounting software for a new role in finance. Hopefully not a problem because I need to get it out of here fast. To make sure cookbooks is installed, please. I've got to learn how to use it. Oh, can you install Sellout as well? They use spreadsheets in finance, right? That sounds like a thing. Okay, so it turns out HR is an absolute disaster. Proper bucket of crabs situation. So much gossip. It's like they all hate each other, and don't even get me started on Bryn and his bloody tuna lunches. It is absolutely doing my head in, so I've emailed my first mate in finance to see if he can get me a transfer. Don't know about you, but I could do with being around people who say what they mean instead of just acting one way and then chatting rubbish behind my back. Jessica. Oh god, now I'm doing it too. Get me out of here. So this has to be able to run cookbooks with the minimum specs. So let's go to our computer here. With cookbooks. We just need something of that performance. Just seeing if we have a video card that we can just throw in there. There's a 960 Gaming 4 LE for RTX 470. It's about the same. But we could also throw that in, and that would be enough too. But yeah, so we probably don't need to worry about a video card right now. It's the rest of this we gotta do. 4 gigs of RAM. Okay, so we'll do Ryzen 5. We know the 1400 is better than any, even better than the 6600. So boom, boom. We want something with AM4. Boom. For memory, it needs 4 gigs. Boom. So we're talking roughly $300. We're not, or we can put in what we have, which is half of that price, and possibly fiddle around with something with no Crossfire or SLI, which we don't really have anything except this, and this is overpowered for that. Way too valuable. I even think we could put in the 6 gig 980. We don't see that very often. Or the 970. One of the two. Storage. We need at least over 32 gigs. And then we'll do... this guy. Minus the video card. So we'll get this guy around $700 for that rig. So that's all squared away. Let's take a look at these others. So that was Ibra Buksh Page Nix. Let's see. I'm trying to view the WIP of the new Irritech website, but I only get as far as the blue background on the word Irritech in big yellow letters. After that, my PC starts overheating and I have to close the browser. Any chance you can upgrade my CPU fan so I can find out what's going on? Ideally, we'd stick with the same manufacturer, though. I value consistency, okay? So, okay, I'm going to assume there's some kind of weird glitch happening here. Yeah, a bug. It's causing CPU usage to spike, so the new site isn't loading. Because the only other explanation is this is the new site. Flat blue background, goofy yellow font, literally nothing else. I really, really hope it's just a bug. Okay, so he's using Arctic Freezer 33, so he wants a better heat sink that is still Arctic. We don't have a lot of Arctic stuff, I don't think. So this is where we will... So Arctic Freezer 33. So he wants something that's better than the 53 CFM. So... and at 150 millimeters. So right here, that's 53 as well. These are a little bigger. And then we get into this class of them here for $33. There's 100 at 157 millimeters. So let's try just going a little bigger because we don't know whether or not it's even going to fit. So makes to me more sense to just figure that element of it out. Roy's and O'Leary. I bought some tracking software so I can keep tabs on your man here, but it has to stay in system memory and it slows the whole computer down. Can you add some more RAM to compensate? I don't want to get them getting tipped off. You think it's worth running a virus scan as well? For all I know, they might have their own tracking software installed already. I don't want them tracking them. It'll get too bloody confusing. This PC belongs to Brian, a young lad here in finance. Thought I'd start checking the suspect closest to home. After all, don't they say the criminal always returns to the scene of the crime? And in this case, maybe they never left at all. He's a cute whore, this one. But it'll all come to light once the tracking software's up and running. Okay, so he wants to upgrade to 16 gigs of RAM. He's got 8 gigs in there. So 8 gigabyte 266. And it's team group. So we go to memory. It's right there. Boom. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. We'll do Elias Mueller. Unbelievable. As soon as I have all this ridiculous light up added to my computer, Picard, the pro gamer, removes all of it from his. And then I'm the one who gets in trouble with Evelyn for having non-standard hardware. Me! Well, you just have to put everything back how it was. No lights, plain black cables, and definitely no games installed. Better change the paper back to official Irritech image, too. And this is professionalism, like a nice bit of uniformity. Not that Picard would know anything about that. Required by February 12th. That devious little miscreant thinks he's better than me, eh? He obviously changed his computer just to get me in trouble. This is the last time I mess around with fancy hardware. I mean, what's the point? What's the point? Back in my day, computers were all beige and we liked it. So, pretty much getting rid of all of his crap and redoing his cables and all of that hubbubaloo. Relatively easy stuff. Nothing that requires purchasing of anything. So we can go ahead and now order all of our equipment. And then for the most part, we'll do the build last. And that's really it. We upgraded his air cooler. And it's the same brand of what he had before. We'll grab this. Plop it there. He wanted an upgrade and a virus scan. So this should be simple enough. We'll have our work cut out with this one. Yay. So really quick. Do this stuff right now. Get it over with. Boom. Boom. That's crazy. We can't remove one. This one might bounce back, and I don't know what we're going to do other than put in a different video card. But it says check for no lights, and we turned off all the lights, so... Time to uninstall everything. And this guy is done. We'll just build this guy out. see if we can get away with this guy. Cooling on there. I believe he wanted cookbooks and he wanted a sellout. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so not enough to run cookbooks. So let's try a slightly better card. It's still not right. 470. That's weird. There's a different card in there. Oh, never mind. Let's just go, try this one, and if this doesn't work, then we will put the 6 gig in. And that should be fine. Yeah, so that's not going to run either. Alright. Just checking what we've got. But rather than looking at a giant list and taking forever to sift through that list. There we go. Okay, this guy should be done. Wallpaper's correct. All right. Let's make a save in case we missed something. Much better, thank you. Gaming has no place in the office. Real professionals don't have fun. They get to work. Picard would do well to remember that. Thank you so much. Now I can finally get out of here. Finance, here I come. Thanks a million. The trap's set. Now we wait. Thanks. I'll try the new site again. Okay, so that's all squared away. Rather quick day of work. We can go right to the next day even. And we will do that because that gets us closer to the day we sell all those massive PCs that we've been sitting on forever. Just grab some unfinished PCs out of my storage unit. That place is absolutely chock-a-block. Anyway, I'll pay by the square foot, so you really are doing me a favor by taking them off my hands. We really have a full load here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I was going to say, there's 4 up there. When you've been in the rough and tumble of the tech biz for as long as I have, you learn an important lesson. Ideas are cheap, but patents are expensive. It's not a failure if you can hide the evidence. A good lawyer is worth 1,000 catastrophic accidents. And of course, a little competition never hurts anybody. As I'm sure you know, marketing and sales have been underperforming recently, but I aim to turn that around with a scheme I call confrontation motivation. We'll be tallying up total sales figures, and whoever beats off their rivals to take the #1 spot will win a grand prize. An all expenses paid trip to Bali. The event starts now, so get to work and sell, sell, sell. And remember, it's not a real competition until someone is crying under their desk. Ira T. Elster. Oh boy. Alright. I came in this morning to my office to find my computer won't boot up. Can you figure out what's wrong? Also, I was hoping to print a temporary nameplate for the door, but they can't get the printer to work. Yes, I'm writing this ticket from my inside my glorious new office. Are you jealous? You should be. This must be his... who is this? I moved my desk in yesterday, and let me tell you, this place is a beaut. Okay, yes. It's a bit austere right now, but I don't want to order furniture until I get a feel for the ambiance of the room, you know. Anyway, my computer was working fine, but I guess maybe I loosened something when I moved it. Don't worry, I won't let this minor blemish ruin the moment between me and my new workspace. So, dude's got a troubleshooter, so we'll have to troubleshoot. Wait a minute, who did I just pick up? This is Stiletto. Wrong one. I was gonna say, usually it's up here. And we need to fix the printer. There we go. So the initial problem here is clearly the video card's not working. What can we do about that? Is that we can 578 GOC edition. Oh boy. We have a 4G. There's an 8G. May as well. Anything else you wanted? Printer. Okay, so yeah, he's done. Pretty straightforward. Ew. Ellie Crawley. Someone is in need of a more powerful computer to start a duty to give aid where we can, and perhaps you can find the heart to clean the interior and optimize the storage also. Warren looks kindly upon a well-kept computer. A dear friend Sophia wishes to join the ranks of the disciples of Warren. Praise be. Claw, claw! But it is not yet possible. Her workload leaves no time for other activities, not even the worship of an ancient and powerful overlord. With these requested upgrades, she will be able to complete her earthly tasks and turn her mind to more spiritual matters as Warren instructs us. On the eve of expiration, look inwards, for thou must find thy proof, or else meet thy dread fate. Make good our promise to Sophia, but above all, make haste, my child. If my latest readings are accurate, the expiration may be sooner than you think. Okay, upgrade CPU, upgrade graphics card, upgrade 16 gigs of RAM. Okay, we can sell off that. Well, don't have a huge budget, so if we can cut corners by using some of our old parts, we will. Depends on really what motherboard and processor she's using, because that's probably the one thing we're definitely going to have to buy. The 16 gigs of RAM we may also have to buy as well. Let's take a look. Got a Ryzen 3 and this heap. So anything's better than that. And we can actually dump this off. We have 16 gig on us, but I think we're just gonna buy a 16 gig stick. So we took a quad core 3, but here's a 1300X. So technically that's an upgrade, so put that in there. Probably have to make up for this later, but May as well do it now. Memory, let's say 16 gigabytes. And we can pick up this guy right here for 130 bucks. Okay, same day. We'll get the other computer squared away, but that's all that needs to happen there. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. Still a little maybe an Irritek is under attack, and there's no time to explain any of this computer to benchmark at least 8,000. Oh boy. And only if that's enough to keep them out of the system's terabytes of data are at risk, we should make backups where possible. The second hard drive would be helpful if you have one available, but it must be identical to the existing drives. Version 61 standard issue. You may not realize it, but Irritek is engaged in a constant and deadly shadow war against the competition. Division 61 is all that stands between us and the complete financial destruction. So enjoy your job, safe, secure, and warm in a cushy IT workshop. But never forget that behind the scenes, agents like me are fighting for your freedoms. Yeah, sure you are. So the benchmark's currently at 4544. It's got a good processor in it. The video card is the weakest link. And she wanted us to double something. Second hard drive. What hard drive's in there? Something cheap. Okay. So let's figure this out. What can we do to enhance the performance? Well, first of all, this has to go. That's 8 gigs. You probably can get over 8,000 from that. Now, what are we sitting on that would be very useful right about now? Would probably be running the 2060 probably would do it. And there's a Super X. Let's try this guy. Boot her up. Okay. Let's just see where it's at with this, and then decide if we need to add more RAM or not. And I think the processor's fine. It's, what is it, an i3? Not i3, what is it? i7, so yeah, there's no reason to get a new processor. It's going to be a combination of video card and RAM. And really, this video card might just barely be enough. Alright, so it may not even be perfect. Polly Harmon. We want to book the boardroom for the official Mangled Cabbage comeback concert, but Frank from Finance has the place booked solid. Me and Vanita spoke to him, and he's willing to give up the slot if we do him a favor. He's majorly into that Fort Fight game, and he wants to be able to play on his work PC. Can you do that? And hey, why not throw in a concert photo up as wallpaper while you're at it? Sure, Frank ain't in the band, but if we get him psyched up for some live tunage, he would totally be a new fan. Okay. There's only so many practice sessions a gal can do before she needs to get back on stage, you know? And we are, like, totally ready. Just give me a venue, an axe, and a set list to let me get rocking. By the way, got to pick one of our new songs for a comeback single. What do you think? Funk Till It Hurts, R.I.P. Rockin' in Public, or Clean Sheets Dirty Talk? They're all terrible, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Okay. We don't know what the rig requires, so we're going to boot it up. It's got a very, very crummy video card in it. So Let's go ahead and put will it run. We need to change this background as recommended. And we need to put Fort Fight on here for sure. And that's enough to get us started diagnosing this guy. So, Fort Fight. So that's 7,480. So we're just shy of our benchmark here. What do we got for this? That's a 1050. So there's a few things we could do before we do anything else. Let's go ahead and we could GPU tune this. And we're sitting on 16 gigs of memory. Technically. At 3200, which I kind of like, but we don't have to necessarily do it. Let's try GPU tuning first. Okay, select wallpaper as a stupid concert picture. There we go. Will it run Fort Fight? So, ooh. So he's gonna need at least 6 gigs of virtual memory. We have that easily. Let's take this heap of crap out. Graphics card. We've got at least 8 gig right here. So let's throw that in. And he needs 8 gig of memory. Somebody had only 4 gigs somewhere. This dude. He's getting a new stick anyway. Oh, wait, what? What is this? Oh, it's DFL. God damn it. We'll be back for you. Okay, so he needs another Let's check this out first. Okay, so he just now needs the memory. So he just needs one more DFL now. It says Fort Fight installed and working. It doesn't say it has to be like a good thing, so DFL motivator. Boom, that'll give us the 8 gigs. And then he'll be good to go. Alright. Runner. If we still don't get it, we will buy another one of these. And fling it in there. We should be able to do it though. I don't want to buy. I mean, I guess if I buy the memory, I'll have it. So, Patriot Viper 8 gig. What is it? Patriot Viper RGB black. It's only $90. Let's same day it. I want the storage optimized. You can do that. We'll run that and clean it because I don't know off the top of my head which one is really best. Usually bite back is pretty much what they're asking for, but we'll just make sure. Just to be sure. There's 8,000 right there. We'll keep the RAM, I guess. I don't know. We can put it in there. I don't see a reason to. So yeah, we didn't need the other memory stick, but we'll have it for later. But Stiletto needed that other drive. It's a 3D market again, yep. Because we technically put in a new piece of hardware. Which is fine, because we gotta work on the others anyway. Boom. Boom. Memory. And this guy should be done. Alright. That's one of the mystery machines we'll take a look at. We remove these guys. This one should be done. Yeah. That's be what I'm talking about. There's a nice power supply in there. Alright, that guy's done. And we got 4 little towers to... Whoa, we got 4 little towers to play with here. This has a... And we're just going to take out what's pretty much hiding in them. As far as I'm concerned, and that's just temporary. And the reason being... is so that we can figure out what goes where, kind of a thing. Okay, this guy is just an empty shell at this point. Probably put a good computer in there too, based on the way it looks. What do we got? Oh no. Oh no. We'll put trash in that. That's a given. This has an 850 watt power supply. So that's interesting. I'll put this in storage. This I want to get rid of right away if possible. There's some goodies in here. i7 9700, so this is probably a 1200 P thing. Got some Predator, HyperX Predator DDR4 3000. That's kind of nice. We got some Be Quiet fans set up in here as well. Let's see what we can do with this. Even if it means putting something moderate in there, that way I just don't have to deal with it. Because this thing sucks. So, motherboards. What's compatible? Coffee Lake. We have a Coffee Lake board that is definitely compatible here. That's a Cabby Lake. That won't fit with a Coffee Lake. I see an i5 that I'm willing to dump. If I have to, which is this guy here who's a Coffee Lake. I don't want to drop the i7s because those are better processors. So maybe we'll go with that. i5 8400. We'll put in whatever we can get in here that awkwardly fits, which is going to be one of these flat boys. Memory. This guy. Oh crap. Okay, this piece of garbage fits. So that piece of garbage is what's going in. And then for storage, I don't think we can fit that yet. So hold on. What kind of CS381? Power supply units, 250 millimeter. Okay, so power supply, 250. No, that's not what I wanted. I mean, that would probably work, but I want maybe an SFX. That doesn't fit either. Okay. That's why I wanted to check. So it's definitely going to be SFX issue. Let's try this. This has to work. If it doesn't, I don't know what else to... I'm clearly doing something very, very wrong. There we go. I think I had one of these and sold it a couple of episodes ago. Okay. Let's reinstall the drive bays here. Okay. Different way to hold a drive. Since we have an extra power supply, we could build one more of these too before we end the episode. Do diddly do 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 diddly do 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 booby dooby 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 scooby dooby 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 scooby dooby. Grab this guy. Take these fans out, they're mine. All right. This thing is worth $499. What a piece of junk. But we're going to replace it, swap it out with one of these guys. Boom. Throw that in there. Because we spent money on this, we may as well build it. Because if you build it, they will come. Storage. Processor, rather. I'm going for AM4. A lot of Coffee Lake. There's an AM4. There's 2 AM4s here. We're going to go with a lesser one, I think. This one we'll just sit on. Cooling, whatever we can get that fits. Okie dokie. And technically, we could do one more. What do we got? This i7 could go. We could do this Ryzen. Let's do the Ryzen, I think, because these two have better frequency, so yeah. That's what we'll do. We'll do the other Ryzen. So we're sitting on another AM4 right here. This is one we can put a little more effort into, so we don't have to use our weakest card. We could use our weakest card, but we don't have to. I'm putting an i7 in there, so, or rather a Ryzen 7. Put in one of the big honkers. It's the biggest one. Keep that nice fancy one. We don't get a lot of nice hard drives, so. And there it is. At 800, we could put this out here and take something back. All right. So we have one really nice case, and then these 3 other computers that are done, but lesser probably than what we've got up there. Though I did get rid of, I hope to get rid of that goofy one that we did. So, anywho, we're getting along. We're making progress. Let's go ahead and finish the episode by turning these guys in and watching how they all bounce back somehow. Nice, dude. Frank is gonna love this. Now we just gotta prep the concert. Prep for the concert. Whoa. Did I forget to attach something? Probably. Incomplete case. Okay, what's in... Ah, I can see it. And so another joins our ranks. You're doing blessed work, my child. This is so great. Thank you. And my potted plant just arrived. I hope this room gets good sunlight. Hardware received and integrated into the defensive matrix. The attackers are going to be kept at bay for now. So look at that, guys. Made a huge dent in today's workload. 2 jobs majorly done. We will be making fat stacks of cash on the morrow, and you couldn't really ask for much more than that. So, oh, okay. And we've already got 3 other computers in the wings to be sold. So with that said, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/ActarStudios for more live gaming action. Because when we come back, more work to do, so much to see, so much to do. And we're going to hopefully get another huge bankroll here from these spare PCs that we've been working on. So with that said, thanks for stopping by, guys. We'll see you guys next time.